Hello everyone, my name is Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that is it's not just a sustainability topic, it's also sort of a real life, this is what my life is like type of video. One thing that you'll notice if you ever spend any time at my house is that my dishes are a hodgepodge mixture of dishes that don't match. Because over the years we've had various sets of dishes and pieces get broken, and so we've ended up with this strange mixture. So you go into my cupboard to get a plate and you're gonna see different kinds of plates, bowls. They all ended up almost broken completely. I was down to just 2 of them, but we'll get into that more later. So for starters, when my husband and I got married, we each had our own sets of dishes. He had a full-size set of dishes that looked like this. It was all the plates, the mugs, the small plates, the bowls, everything. And I think there's like a cream and sugar thing and a platter. There was multiple different pieces. It was literally a full set of dishes. Actually, I have the bowl sitting right here. What the bowl looks like that goes with that. Yeah, one left after all these years. Children are very hard on things. Husbands are too. But things end up broken over the years. So that is the set that my husband had. Those brown floral print dishes. They've got to be old. I haven't seen a print like that in a good long time. So he probably inherited them. He inherited some really old stuff from relatives that had died and stuff that his mom had passed on to him because she didn't want it or need it anymore. So when I married him, he had a lot of old things, still perfectly functional, perfectly good. It's good and sustainable to buy secondhand or use hand-me-downs or just use secondhand items. There's nothing wrong with that. The dishes that I had when I met my husband look like this. I had this very small, it wasn't even a full set, this small set of dishes that had a farm on them. And that's what I used. They were a gift from my grandma when I moved away from home. I think she got them at some dollar store, like Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. I don't know. It was a fairly inexpensive store that sold them in 4-piece sets, a bowl, a plate, a little plate, and then the mug. So she had bought me a couple of those, and that was what I was using when I met my husband. So he had a set of dishes, I had a few dishes. We combined them. No big deal. Had plenty of dishes. When we bought this house, for a housewarming gift, my mother-in-law bought me all new matching dishes, so the old dishes went in the cupboard and we switched to these. They have roosters. My kitchen is decorated in roosters and chickens, or it used to be. So she had bought me a full set of these. Now, the little mugs, the little tiny coffee mugs, I donated the little coffee mugs for most of our sets of dishes because we didn't use them. So on those, I mostly donated everything right away because our cupboard just couldn't hold all of the little coffee mugs. The one part of the sets of dishes we don't use is the little coffee mugs. We use the plates, the small plates, and the bowls. And I don't have any bowls left from this set. They all ended up broken. So, years down the road, after my father-in-law dies, my mother-in-law meets someone, her sister who lived in Colorado introduced her to him, and they eventually got married and she moved away. When she moved away to Colorado, she gave us her Corelle. These plain white Corelle. There was some bowls with it, and there was I think a couple of littler plates, but it was a big stack of Corelle plates. So we ended up in the last in our 18 years of marriage, we ended up with 4 different hodgepodge sets. Eventually, enough pieces ended up broken that I was feeding the older dishes back into the cupboard so that we'd have enough. So next thing you know, I have this hodgepodge of dishes in my cupboard and nothing matches. No big deal. I don't care if my dishes match. They're just going to end up broken anyway. When you're raising children, dishes end up broken. So nothing in my cabinet matches. No big deal. I don't care. I want functional. I don't care if everything matches or not. So then the next problem happens. Bowls are what we use the most for some reason. We put everything in bowls. If it can go in a bowl, it goes in a bowl. So I somehow end up down to 2 bowls. One of my very old farm bowls and one of my husband's. So from the sets that we had when we met each other, we have 1 bowl of each. Now I do have 4 big Corelle soup bowls, so that there's enough for one for each of us. But as for cereal bowls and smaller bowls for, like, I don't know, ice cream and whatever else, this was all we had left. I don't want to go out and buy a brand new set of dishes just so that I can have everything match. I really, at this point in my life, don't feel like I should go out and replace everything. Because then what would I do with all the hodgepodge stuff? Donate it to Goodwill or Salvation Army, and someone else would get little hodgepodge dishes like I just did today. I went to Goodwill after I got off work today because of our lack of bowls, and I picked up some bowls, discards, things people had probably broke everything and they wanted a nice set, so they donated the few little pieces they had. So I ended up with, and there's tape on it, but that seemed to be unavoidable, 2 bowls here were 88 cents. Super cheap. So now I have bowls. And then here was a 3-pack, also 88 cents. Perfectly good bowls that somebody didn't want anymore, but they will serve the purpose. And then this 2-pack was $1.88. So I have bowls again. I just have to get them washed up and get them in the cabinet. But for me, this worked out perfect, because if you go to Walmart now, you pay like $4 for a single bowl, brand new, and none of the patterns match anything I have anymore, except maybe the Corelle. I think you can still get plain white Corelle, so I could buy more of those, but why go pay full price and bring home new items when it's more sustainable for me to just go buy ones that somebody else didn't want anymore and use them secondhand? So that is the route that I chose. Now, other people it might be more important to other people that their dishes match. So for some people, having everything the same color or the same pattern is very important. For me, it's not so much important. So everyone has to make their own choices and do things their own way. But for me, that is the route that I chose to take. So if you are ever visiting my house, I will serve you a delicious meal, but the plate may not match the bowl, and the bowl may not match the cup. It is what it is. So thank you for watching my video. Please tell me about your dishes. Do you have a hodgepodge? I think everyone, to a certain extent, over the years ends up with somewhat of a little bit of a hodgepodge of dishes in their kitchen. Do you have a mix-up, or do you have perfectly beautiful sets? And what design? Because there's a lot of designs out there that are just gorgeous that I love. I've always wanted a set of china with forget-me-nots. I don't know that such a thing exists, but I've always thought forget-me-nots would be the most gorgeous pattern on a set of china. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. You guys stay safe and stay healthy and have a wonderful day.